Sometimes, God works in the quiet, not in lightning, not in thunder, but in the silence of a seed breaking open beneath the earth, in the whisper of forgiveness, in the stillness of a faithful heart. Today's gospel offers us a mystery. The kingdom of heaven is like a tiny mustard seed, so small, so easily overlooked, and yet it holds the power to become a great tree, a shelter for the weary, a place where all may find rest. What does this mean for us? It means the little things matter. Your quiet faithfulness, your gentle kindness, your hidden prayers, they are not unseen. Let us now open our hearts and listen to the word of God, trusting that even the smallest of seeds can become something extraordinary in His hands. First reading, Exodus 16:8, New. The children of Israel set out from Elim and came into the desert of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departure from the land of Egypt. Here in the desert, the whole Israelite community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The Israelites said to them, "Would that we had died at the Lord's hand in the land of Egypt, as we sat by our flesh pots and ate our fill of bread. But you had to lead us into this desert, to make the whole community die of famine." Then the Lord said to Moses, "I will now rain down bread from heaven for you. Each day the people are to go out and gather their daily portion. Thus will I test them, to see whether they follow my instructions or not. On the 6th day, however, when they prepare what they bring in, let it be twice as much as they gather on the other days." Then Moses said to Aaron, "Tell the whole congregation of the Israelites, present yourselves before the Lord, for He has heard your grumbling." When Aaron announced this to the whole Israelite community, they turned toward the desert, and lo, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. The Lord spoke to Moses and said, "I have heard the grumbling of the Israelites. Tell them, in the evening twilight you shall eat flesh, and in the morning you shall have your fill of bread, so that you may know that I, the Lord, am your God." In the evening quail came up and covered the camp. In the morning a dew lay all about the camp, and when the dew evaporated, there on the surface of the desert were fine flakes like hoarfrost on the ground. On seeing it, the Israelites asked one another, "What is this?" For they did not know what it was. But Moses told them, "This is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat." Responsorial Psalm Psalm 78:18分到19 23到24 25到26 27到28 The Lord gave them bread from heaven. They tempted God in their hearts by demanding the food they craved. Yes, they spoke against God, saying, "Can God spread a table in the desert?" The Lord gave them bread from heaven, yet He commanded the skies above, and the doors of heaven He opened. He rained manna upon them for food, and gave them heavenly bread. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. Man ate the bread of angels. Food He sent them in abundance. He stirred up the east wind in the heavens, and by His power brought on the south wind. The Lord gave them bread from heaven, and He rained meat upon them like dust, and, like the sand of the sea, winged fowl, which fell in the midst of their camp, round about their tents. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. Gospel, Matthew 3:9. On that day, Jesus went out of the house and sat down by the sea. Such large crowds gathered around Him that He got into a boat and sat down, and the whole crowd stood along the shore. And He spoke to them at length in parables, saying, "A sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seed fell on the path, and birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky ground, where it had little soil. It sprang up at once because the soil was not deep, and when the sun rose it was scorched, and it withered for lack of roots. Some seed fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it. But some seed fell on rich soil and produced fruit, 100 or 60 or 30-fold. Whoever has ears ought to hear. Closing reflection. Voiceover ready. Seeds don't shout. They don't rush. They don't compete for attention. But slowly, quietly, they grow. If the soil is good. So too with grace. God's kingdom often begins in places we don't expect. In hardship, in surrender, in silence. Tonight, let us reflect on the seeds God has planted in us. May we be patient in waiting, faithful in nurturing, and open to the fruit that may come in its own time. You may not see the harvest yet, but the sower has already been at work in your heart. Keep returning to His word. It is the rain, the light, the warmth, and in time, the seed will bear fruit.